Sir, when we talk about climate change, how important is individual contribution?
Most important, because climate is something which gets impacted by what you and I do. And whether do you choose to burst crackers every Diwali or not? Do you choose to not use plastic and carry a bag in your car or not? Or when you're going to shop? All of those things impact the climate.
So in this Indo-American, the event that we see today, where you are talking about the climate change, what important role is going to, played by the US to fix this?
Look, US has a lot of technological innovations that are going on. They have done some studies which are useful. If we are able to bring the technology into India and the finance, India has huge opportunities. We are building tremendous infrastructure. The national infrastructure pipeline today is looking at around $1.8 trillion of investment. That's an opportunity for America to come and invest and then partner with us.
What kind of contribution you are getting from Indian government?
Very strong contribution. Indian government has taken the lead. Globally, we are recognized for we are perhaps the only country in the G20 who had overachieved their NDCs, the commitments that we had made under the Paris Convention and UNFCCC.
And what do you have to say about the air pollution that we make every year? Like, we are surpassing all the other countries.
We are doing terrible and we need to change. That's exactly where individuals have to change. अगर दिवाली पे आप पटाखे चलाएंगे तो आप सरकार को दोष कैसे देंगे?
बस दिवाली की बात नहीं, शादी की भी बात कर लेते हैं।
शादी भी कर लिए, शादी की बात करिए, ओवरऑल कंजम्पशन पैटर्न्स की बात करिए। हर चीज़ में, हर दायरे में बहुत कुछ है जो आप बदल सकते हो। आप और मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी में डे टू डे बदल सकते हैं, इससे फ़र्क पड़ेगा।
Is it also impacting animals?
Of course, it is impacting animals, flora, fauna, human beings, plantations, everything. And if we need to be fair to our future generation, our children, we have to change.
One last message would you like to give to all the viewers who are seeing it, and what appeal would you like to make?
I think it's up to us. If we recognize that there is a problem, we have to solve it. We can't wait for somebody else to come and solve it for us. तो साथ मिल के होगा, अपने अपने दायरे में होगा, वही तरीका है. There's no other way. Thank you.
News channel is not talking about it. It's a very good thing for climate, very good thing for the environment. Many more should come up. So Oki Fanuki happened there in 2005. India's Oki Fanuki is now happening. We should have more such important thing. And the last point which I'll say, anybody who has any influence on advertising, like Amul does these important ones on the, can you put something connected with air pollution to start with? That how do we, or don't honk.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, I believe the answer lies in biting teeth. The moment we have accountability, and accountability not only for the guy whose name is listed on one of the stock exchanges, but every stakeholder, if it is the ERP, credit trading agency, if you are an assurance provider, because now, this is a new commercial segment that has opened up, assurance segment providers. To share a recent survey, there was a recent survey conducted, and the question was pretty simple. Do you perceive that there is climate change and there is imminent threat to the way the way our planet looks like right now, and it feels like right now? And around 40% members of those present and voting, they answered in a no. They did not feel it. Only later it was found out that the participants belong to a thermal power plant. So a lot depends on who the people are who've been, who are at the helm of either policy initiatives or steering our regulatory framework into a more green-centric ecosystem. Also, I believe that as of now, all ESG compliances, more often than not, they are in the nature of comply or respond. There will be investigation initiated, but the teeth, the actual biting teeth is lacking. So I believe pecuniary damage could be one. Thank you.
Thank you. So we would invite questions from the audience.
Yeah. Just from a layman's point of view, I would like to know if these aircraft emissions, do they also play some role in polluting, you see, the air?
Huge.
Because thousands and thousands of flights take place every day, every single moment. Therefore, any attempts are being made how to reduce that?
Yes, sir. So I think there is a lot of focus on the kind of fuel which the aviation sector is actually using, and I think there's also research. In fact, there have been trial flights also in terms of the kind of fuel which would be better for the environment. But on that note, it's very important. I just want to make a comment. I think one of the things I find very, very baffling is a lot of these so-called climate change experts, when they travel in private jets to actually talk about climate change, I think that's the biggest. And could you flag that? Because I think all of us, we can actually be great preachers, but I think till the time we are ourselves kind of, irrespective of how well funded you are, an international organization or national organization or whatever, you have to be mindful of everything that you do. You cannot be going around talking about climate change. I also don't believe in the other extreme, where you have a Greta, whatever, traveling by boat or whatever. I think you have to kind of be safe and travel normally. But if you have a chartered plane to go and talk about climate change, I think that's where the challenge is. Long answer short, I think, sir, there is a lot of research going on right now in terms of the most sustainable.
In a nutshell, aircraft has the highest carbon footprint per capita user. No question about it. No question.
Unless you're going to attend a national climate seminar.
No, rather than. So.
This might right.
I am Arvinder Singh Brara, Chairman and Managing Director of Mantech Consultants. I'd like to take on from where Mr. Sudhir Mishra emphasized that there is an apathy amongst the common person to do their part in helping to protect the environment and reduce impact of climate change. So, simple practical examples. We can all use solar energy on our rooftop. Now, I have done it in my house and also in my office building in Sector 6, Noida. And the payback period is less than 2 years. You are helping the environment. It is good for the country. It's good for reducing the need for getting power from thermal power plants. So what I would like to suggest is this needs to be promoted, and perhaps Indo-US Chamber can look at encouraging its members at least to, and recognizing them who do it. I think we have to start playing a small role to encourage. So,
Noted. In fact, the Prime Minister has taken an initiative, if you had heard, where he's sanctioned a significant amount of money for putting crores of solar rooftops at the people who can't afford below poverty line, and then encouraging their subsidy which is given to each state. So that's being done, sir. And I think it's very encouraging.
I do understand. They have huge solar farms in Gujarat and all, but that's the initiative of the government. I'm talking of the initiative of people like you and me,
Right, not
putting and not depending upon the government. That is one.
Utility versus
Mr. Asim Chawla. Miss Reena Asthana Kher.
सर इधर देखिए सर।